Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity with me, Bring It On. Another companion conversation.
He may have returned a drunk or an invalid.
Maybe. But the search for Persoc is just as important as what I find.
Right. And what if you return empty-handed, huh?
I never return empty-handed.
Alright, let's go to Ondra's gift. See what else Defiance Bay has in store for us. Trying to map out a good path to explore. I think we'll stick to the north first.
Sure.
Hearings on Animancy proceed to the Ducal Palace. Little progress is reported. Milk! Sitting out in the sun in a box. I'm sure that's... And we trust our good Duke will come to measured, wise conclusion. Well, let's hope so. The grimy windows have been papered over from the inside. Place. Abandoned house. Wolf eggs?
Shh.
But we weren't even at the door when we heard the wailing. Turned and ran without looking back. Haha, heard about that. Did you tell Neo you quit? No. Another abandoned house. It's quite the name. Where is Emian? So let's loop back down to the next street. We're not going to go there yet. We'll explore the buildings up here first. This is a larger area. I don't want to do too much backtracking if I can help it.
Let's see what lies this way. Nice and slow.
I'll take a look.
How may I help? I shall be discreet.
Yeah.
The ripcord under the chair feels painfully scratchy. The water in the pail is murky with blood.
Light, flame, and sound.
Oh, my notepad out for this. Shoot. Move my office upstairs. Haven't got everything set up quite yet. Well, maybe I'll just post the location in the comments so I can remember. Somar the Shackler, a slaver from Riad Ceres. Okay, I was reading that. I was hoping that since I paused it, I could. With its crooked and missing shingles, the roof resembles a prize fighter's gap-toothed smile. Alright, let's read what it says here. Alright, Somar the Shackler, a slaver from Riad Ceres, has arrived at your keep, seeking your counsel on some business matters. I've got 8 days. To the other abandoned house first, because there'll probably be someone to speak to in that house. Hey, we leveled up! Fantastic. Athletics for the heal. I'll leave it as is. Alright, and Intense Flames. Augments the power of the Paladin's Flames of Devotion, increasing its damage. Modifies Flames of Devotion, plus 25% damage as burn. Sure thing.
Yeah.
A dozen tiny somethings squirm within the pot of rice.
I'll take a look.
They can keep that. What are you doing in here? This is our place. You really use a pinch. The man wears a worried expression, trembling from head to toe, continually licking his gums. The house is not nearly as abandoned as it was advertised. The knob on the underside suggests that the table is fashioned from a derelict door. The slightest pressure causes it to wobble atop the barrels. Care about me stealing?
I'll see what I can find. Keeping an eye out.
Alright, Kolfik. It was the CG? Was that part of the Adiran pronunciation book? The youngish elfin man squints at you in surprise. You can't just barge into somebody's home like this. Who do you think you are? Who are you? The elf who lives here. Now get out. But what now? He looks at you nervously. Okay, we'll leave. Safely assume that he's for a quest. I think we'll go back to Caed Nua and take care of that quest real fast.
It was the hardest adjustment.
I quite agree. Deer wouldn't oversalt everything and drown it in sauce.
And they burn out all the flavor. Nothing like a raw deer flank. My husband could fix them right up.
Oh, 3 hours. Almost done.
Right.
At last. I'm glad you're here, my lord. My name is Solmar. A matter of some importance to discuss, if you have the time. Very well. Let's hear it. You gesture for your allies to join you. Take your place upon your throne. I'll cut to the meat of it. I have a dozen Orlan slaves in port at Gerara. Good healthy stock that will fetch a fine price in Ixamadil. I get a ship up the coast. That's the tricky part. I haven't got the coin to stock a ship for the whole journey. Not without docking at a Deerwood port along the way, running the risk of having my goods seized. Really, these Deerwood laws are completely impractical for any honest merchant traveling outside of Defiance Bay. I hoped you could be of some assistance. You're not originally from the Deerwood, I hear, so surely you understand. I don't want to help at all. If I offer this, can I free them? I don't want to just leave the slaves with him, and I don't want him to just take them up the coast. Alright, so I'm doing option 2 in the hopes that I can free them. Or buy them from him or something like that. I hope you sell those slaves. Oh, I can't. That's much appreciated. What did you have in mind? On second thought, perhaps not. Indeed. Perhaps there's some other way. I think you should continue up the coast. Continue as before. That seems unwise, I'm afraid. Taking care to avoid foul weather. We can do little about any meddling officials at the port. I want him to have trouble. So I think this might be leading him into a trap. Or into a port that's not going to take kindly to his slavery. Trust me, you won't have any trouble. So have you had more experience with the locals? Lacks enforcement, is it? Somar strokes his mustache thoughtfully. Very well. There's little profit to be made without some risk, Thank you for the advice, my lord. This is quite a relief. Alright, Adair. More athletics for you. I'm thinking we're going to go for the flail. I was planning on having him use swords. I like the healing he gets off the flail, so I think we'll keep that. Sadly, there's nothing else. Unite is so much better, because it gives him more options. Use with a shield. And the healing on the flail isn't that great. Let's not do this yet. What else do we have? We have this, which is less damage than... Oh, that's not me. It's more damage. Yeah, it scales too. It's 20% of damage. Still split about that. Let's do Aloth first. Well, let's do Sagani first. More stealth is always welcome. Let's go and do accurate wounding shot. The ranger's aim becomes deadlier, making his or her wounding shots more accurate. Plus 10 accuracy. Aloth, more mechanics. I like Kalikoth's Minor Blights, and we've read these before, so I'm not going to read it again. Bonus spells are good as well. Does he have, So this is where I choose either a wand or a scepter, right? He currently has a wand, right? Pretty sure that's a wand. But we could get him a scepter, because I like him having the rapier as well.
Yeah.
It's a hard choice. Alright, so mechanics. Kalikoth's minor blights. And just so he has some passive damage where he doesn't rely on spells, we'll go ahead and grab the weapon-focused noble. He'll get a rapier when we get the chance. Actually, we'll give him the dagger instead since we already have one. And he'll use the scepter. Let me get back to this real quick. Did I choose the right one? Yeah. What's a stiletto and a dagger? That's okay. Congratulations anyway. Oh, that's the wrong person. Ah. Sorry, I don't need the great sword anyway. Alright, Adair, what to choose for you, buddy? I don't want any overlap, if I can help it. With the offense. Now I start with a saber. And we have a club with us. I don't know how it compares, though. Because I feel like this is too limiting. There's only one one-handed weapon available here. Well, that he's going to use. He could use a wand if I wanted him to, but... the flail, I mean, it's good and all, but there's obviously other weapons that have return on endurance, like the stiletto that we have. So I'm hesitant to pick any of these until we find out. We don't have anything else to fill in that gap anyway. I could give him the club, I guess. So yeah, let's go with this. We'll give him Ruffian. So we already have, so we have Adventurer. No, we don't have Adventurer yet. Or Knight. We have Noble on Aloth, Peasant on Sagani, and Soldier my main character. So he's gonna get Ruffian. We can always respec. It's not a big deal. I'm fretting about nothing. It's gonna give him the club for that bonus to accuracy. And we get a, yeah, bonus damage against prone, stunned, and flanked. He can knock enemies prone himself, so it works out.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Stop wasting time.
Huh?
Wasted way too much time trying to decide that. I can just respec. It's not a big deal. Hoping that we can unlock a respec option at Caed Nua.
D.
Oh yeah, I want to check one more thing. Was I pronouncing that guy's name correctly? Yeah, so it's Edge. So that guy, the guy's name is what? Colsage?
Huh?
Oh, Colfage. Alright, dungeons are complete. Start putting up defenses if I wanted to. A perception bonus might be worthwhile as well. Actually, let's do the merchant stalls. Only takes a day. Purchasing the merchant stalls will allow for a merchant to sell general goods in your Great Hall. Absolutely.
Huh?
It says general goods. I'm hoping they have a couple unique items as well. But we'll see. It's a fairly expensive upgrade, so hopefully there's something good. Already been up here. Well, let's go ahead and go in this house. It's a nice little dead end area. Are you here about my boy? So we just saw the crier. I didn't read it. Mentioned something about a missing boy. This might be the quest for that. It wasn't just now. It was when we were here previously, before going back to our fortress. A quiet motionless shape is swaddled beneath filthy rags and moth-eaten towels. Pale green fuzz has colonized one of the loaves. Poultry.
I'll take a look.
Keeping an eye out.
Hello, Oda? The woman looks like she hasn't slept in days. Her hair is a rat's nest of tangles, and her eyes are lined with shadows. She casts an anxious glance at the door. Her eyes widen, somewhere between hope and apprehension. Are you here about Darren? I calmed down and started at the beginning. It's my son. His father, Wade, took him fishing 2 days ago. I haven't seen them since. The neighbors are no help, and the city watch hardly bothers with the gift these days. I'd be on the docks and looking myself, but I can't leave the baby. Her eyes wander to a crib. She lowers her voice. I don't dare take a hollowborn out, or with the violence near the brothel. You have a hollowborn baby. The answer is etched plainly on her face. Rodman's legacy is as potent in Defiance Bay as anywhere. People are scared. They're looking for someone to blame, whether it's those women at the brothel or the families of these poor babes. I'd be nice if a god or two stepped in and set people straight. But maybe that's just me. That's kind of what got us into this whole mess in the first place. As she sighs and watches the motionless cradle. I don't approve of what goes on at Maya's place. These attacks won't earn us the god's mercy. It's only made it harder to earn a living. Tell me more about their disappearance. What do you want to know? Tell me about Darren. The ghost of a smile flickers across her lips. He's a brave lad, a little too bold for his own good. But he's always been a dutiful son and a gentle brother. He's got dark hair, quick eyes, and a ready smile. When you find him, you'll recognize him in a heartbeat. I'm sure of it. Tell me about Wade. She scowls and brushes a greasy strand of hair from her face. Sometimes I don't know whether to rejoice or rue that he comes home as often as he does. He spends most of his time and all of our money drinking at the brothel, as ever since... Her gaze returns to the silent cradle. Where did you see them last? What has taken Darren fishing at the docks? That was 2 days ago. I have no more questions. I'll be back if I find anything. Oda closes her tired eyes, likely for the first time in 2 days. I don't know how to thank you. I don't have much to spare these days. Ondra bless you for anything you can do. Have you found my Darren yet? I'm still looking. I'm glad that child was hollowborn and it wasn't just a corpse. That was my first thought when I described this situation. Alright, let's go up this way. Start here, then we'll push our way back down this way.
Right.
This isn't marked on the map either.
Yeah.
Same description as before. Hello, Bragan. Live off. Got nothing to talk about. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, he's right. I don't know the guy. Read that description before. The bed is as stiff as a plank. The worn, grimy blankets feel as if they'd come apart in the wash. That's the trick. You just never wash
I'll
them.
see what I can find.
Hello.
Laying low.
Right, to the ramshackle house.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Another level up for Kana. Someone stashed a few sooty playing cards under the bed.
Nice and slow.
Alright, Kana. More lore for you. And mechanics, why not? I like the idea of paralyzed. Four phrases chanted. Have we read these before? We have not. So at the sound of his voice, the killers froze stiff. Paralyzes enemies in the area of effect. 12 seconds. Grinnis slew the beast, soon faced its kin. Conjures 3 worms into existence to fight for the party. My son, you see your sisters across the moor. Masses stray soul fragments to form 2 will-o-wisps to fight for the party. Rennie Darrett's ghost spake. I'll catch you, Ben Fidel. That was Fide with an exclamation point. Cause enemies in the area of effect to be terrified. Shatter their shackles, cast off their chains. Increase the duration of and defends against hobbled, stuck, paralyzed, and petrified effects for allies in the area of effect. The lover cried out to the beloved, I am yours. Stir something deep inside enemies in the area of effect, harming them. Rejoice, my comrades. 2 fingers of daylight. The Enchanted creates 2 bouncing beams of pure light that restore endurance and grant immunity to frightened and terrified on all allies struck by them. This is a guaranteed effect to heal us. I don't need another summon. We have the skeletons. So I'm not worried about having multiple. I'm thinking this, because even if the enemies save... Never mind, no, it just helps us. Yeah, it's another buff, so yeah, let's do this. We get Rejoice, my comrades, 2 fingers of daylight. And for him, he's going to get the pike, or a poleaxe, at some point. Darn it, who uses the pike? I missed it somewhere. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Does he already have it? Am I losing my mind? Hold on. Is an S-Stock equipped? Do I have anybody with a pike? I don't think I do. Oh, here it is. Jeez Louise. It's on Soldier. How'd I miss that? Whatever. Alright, so this actually works out, because then we can give this him instead of that. And he likes guns, so congratulations, buddy.
Huh?
I missed the pike. Thought I was reading carefully. I guess I wasn't. Well, good news is we've got it done. And we'll call the
How's
episode
the
here.
hand?
Turning purple. I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
It's hard to argue with that. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Our next episode, we'll continue exploring Ondra's gift with the Valiant Trading Company and Salty Mass to explore. And whatever else is here. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.